Hi guys and welcome back to Cherries recipes. The Christmas season is upon us and there's no better way to start it than preparing a lovely and delicious Christmas pudding. We will be preparing the traditional version and also trying out the microwave option. By the end of this I'll let you know which is the better way to go. So let's get started. First we'll be preparing the soaked dry fruit mix. In a large mixing bowl, take some raisins, some cherries, some dates that are roughly chopped prunes, candied ginger, candied orange peel, the zest of 1 lime, half a cup of brandy, half a cup of rum, a quarter cup of orange juice, some orange zest. Now if you're making this recipe for kids, you can avoid the alcohol and just put in 1.5 cups of orange juice. Mix everything together until well combined. You have to let this soak for at least 24 hours. You can also keep it for a few days to soak up the alcohol very well. Make sure all the fruits are covered in the mixture. Cover and set aside. I'm going to be leaving it for 24 hours. You can see after 24 hours how well the fruits have soaked in the liquid. Add in 1 cup of flour and mix well. This is done to ensure all the liquid has been well absorbed, and also this prevents the fruit from settling at the bottom when the pudding is cooking. Let's set that aside and start preparing the pudding. Take 1 cup of softened butter, add in 1 cup of brown sugar and whisk both together. This has to be whisked very well until the butter and the sugar mixture become well combined and is light and fluffy. You can also use a stand mix, but I always prefer mixing it by hand. Gives me that last minute extra workout. You can see how the mixture has become light and creamy. I'm going to whisk 3 eggs into this, 1 egg at a time. There goes 1. Whisk, whisk, whisk. There goes another. Whisk, whisk, whisk again. And there goes the last one. Whisk that like your mama taught you. I'm going to be adding in the dry ingredients. Add 1 cup of flour, which I have sieved, and mix well. Now I'll be adding in 2 cups of breadcrumbs. Now it is always important to make fresh breadcrumbs. You can either use white bread or brown bread, but make fresh breadcrumbs. I roughly ground around 5 to 6 slices of bread to get 2 cups of breadcrumbs. Whisk well into the mixture. Add in some baking powder, some salt, ground cinnamon, ground clove, some finely chopped blades of mace and some ground nutmeg. Mix everything well. I can already smell Christmas in the air. Add in 1 cup of milk. Now it's time to add in the soaked fruit mixture. Traditionally for this recipe only brandy is used, but we are going the extra mile to give it that extra kick and adding in some rum as well. Add in some vanilla extract. Mix everything well together until well combined. To cook the pudding, take a bowl of your choice. Make sure it has been well greased and line the bottom of the bowl with some butter paper. Fill up the mixture into the bowl. Now I'm going to wrap up the bowl. For this I am using 1 sheet of butter paper and 1 sheet of aluminium foil cut to the same size. Place the aluminium foil on top of the butter paper and fold it along the center. This is done to give some space as it will puff up while cooking. I'm going to use some twine and tie it around the bowl. Be sure to tie a tight knot, and then I'm going to tie it across to create a small handle. This will help me take out the bowl once the cake has cooked. For safety reasons, be sure to test the handle before you put it in for cooking. Yay, that looks safe. To prepare the pudding, I'm going to take a deep vessel. I've inverted another vessel at the bottom to give some height to the pudding. Fill up the vessel with a liter of boiling water. Now we're going to cover this and let it simmer on a low flame for 3.5 hours. Be sure to keep a check on the water level and add extra water if required. In the meantime, we're going to try out the microwave version as well. Take a microwave safe vessel which has been well greased. Place in the butter paper at the bottom and line it along the vessel. Fill up the batter and cover it from the top with 2 sheets of butter paper. Now we're going to cook this at 1/3 the power of the microwave for about 30 minutes. Once it is done, you can test to see if it is cooked by poking in a toothpick, and if it comes out clean, it is done. Be sure to check on the one in the microwave from time to time to prevent it from getting overcooked. The one from the microwave turned out a little harder than I expected. Looks like the pudding we've been steaming is ready. Let us say our prayers, open it and take a look. Doesn't that look lovely and soft? Comparing the two methods, personally I would prefer the one that has been steamed. The one that was prepared in the microwave seemed to have dried out a bit more as compared to the one that was steamed. Also, the flavors of the fruits were much better absorbed in the steamed one. Now I'm going to plate the cake and frost it with some powdered sugar. You can also store the cake for a whole month until Christmas and heat it up the same way before serving. If you are going to store it till Christmas, you can also give it that extra cake by sprinkling some rum on it from time to time. This will get absorbed very well and keep the cake soft and moist. I'm serving the cake along with some ice cream that has been mixed with rum. I'd say roughly about 100 ml of ice cream to 1 tablespoon of rum. And boy, does that enhance the flavor. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. Thanks for watching until the end. Be sure to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, God bless.